Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. No gameplay from yours truly this time. Today I'm going to be looking at sort of around about the top 6 most anticipated games that I'm looking forward to this year. There's a kind of wide spectrum that I'm into, but mainly I can normally eliminate sort of big open world games, you know, big story driven things, because they're just not really my cup of tea. So what we're going to do today is just have a look. Top 6, it was going to be top 5, but I was like, oh, if I missed that one off, I'll have to do another video. I just figured, sod it, let's just do top 6, let's break some rules. Right, first up on the list is Shadow Warrior 3, slated for a 2021 release date, developed by Flying Wild Hog and published by Devolver Digital, who've done some fantastic games. Now there are 2 prequels to this, obviously this being number 3 in the series. You have Shadow Warrior 1, Shadow Warrior 2, and I highly recommend you pick those up. You can probably get them dirt cheap now. If you're playing on PC, they do run in ultra wide, which is very, very nice. And these are all on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, aka Steam, etc. The developers have said that the story is going to continue following Lo Wang and his former employer, who turned nemesis, turned sidekick, Orochizilla. They embark on an improbable mission to recapture an ancient dragon they unwillingly unleashed from its eternal prison. Armed with a punishing mix of blades and bullets, Lo Wang must traverse uncharted parts of the world to track down the dark beast and push the apocalypse back yet again. All it will take is the mask of the dead god, a dragon's egg, a touch of magic, and enough firepower to hold off the impending catalysm. Now honestly, when I saw this get announced last year, I was so excited. It went straight up there to number 1 on my most anticipated games. And you know, since then other games have overtaken, they all sort of fluctuate, and then they released like a 17-minute gameplay demo and it looks outstanding. So I highly recommend picking this bad boy up. If you like sort of, I don't know, Duke Nukem style humor, things like that, you're gonna absolutely love this. So once again, pick it up, you won't regret it. Right, next up on the list is Wavebreak. Now this title looks awesome, and technically it's already out. It's on Stadia, but I refuse to put any money into Stadia. As we all have seen the videos, that's a dying platform. So I'll wait until this gets released on Steam. I believe it's coming to consoles as well, but I'll probably pick it up on Steam. It's developed by Funktronic Labs, and it's looking really, really nice. Like I said, I haven't really looked too much into it. There's a lot of videos out there about this game because of Stadia, but I'm sort of, you know, just waiting. I've seen the initial trailers and a few screenshots. That's enough for me to buy into this. And what developers are saying is Wavebreak is an arcade-style skateboarding boating game with a splash of guns, kickflips, and explosions set in an 80s crime-filled Miami Vice-inspired world. I mean, that paragraph alone, that sold it to me. I don't need to know anything else, don't need to see anything else. It looks pretty nice judging by the trailers, and I really, really love these sort of indie titles that come out of nowhere and go on to be great. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to be one of them, and we'll see later in 2021. Right, next up on the list is Gran Turismo 7, slated for a 2021 release date. It has been delayed already. It was meant to, I believe, come out sort of first quarter, but either way, it's coming out a bit later in the year. This is going to push the PlayStation 5. This is going to be that sort of showcase, look how good this can look sort of thing. I mean, car games as a standard always sort of, you know, make the most of the hardware and always look stunning. And what PlayStation are planning on doing with this really sounds incredible. So they're saying that the game will take advantage of the PlayStation 5's DualSense controller. To be honest, you're probably going to want to use a wheel. Tempest engine and dedicated ray tracing hardware to support advanced haptic feedback, 3D audio, and real-time ray tracing effects. With the increased processing power and the inclusion of the custom SSD storage in the PlayStation 5, the game will feature reduced loading times and run at 4K resolution, 60 frames per second, with support for high dynamic range. Now, we'll see. Like, they are renowned for, you know, making very technically impressive games, and fingers crossed they stick to that 4K 60. I'm sure it's going to maybe have, you know, some sort of fluctuation on that. But yeah, this is going to really show what the PlayStation 5 can do, and I'm really excited for this. Right, next up on the list is Ratchet and Clank, made by Insomniac Games. Now, we all know who Insomniac Games are now. They've been doing some fantastic games of late, including the last Ratchet and Clank game. That was really, really good. Now, this supposedly is just going to be PS5 exclusive, like Gran Turismo 7. They're not going to do, you know, cross-gen, which is good because then we can really harness the full power of what the machine's capable of. Developers are saying about this one is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is an upcoming third-person shooter platform game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for the PlayStation 5. Go dimension hopping with Ratchet & Clank as they take on an evil emperor from another reality. Jump between action-packed worlds and beyond at mind-blowing speeds, complete with dazzling visuals and an insane arsenal as the intergalactic adventurers blast onto the PS5. Now, I was a big fan of the latest Ratchet & Clank game that they did. It looked beautiful, it ran really nice. I was hoping for a 60 FPS patch on the PS5 because I'd definitely go back through that and try and platinum it. But yeah, really outstanding game, just great fun, straightforward action, no messing around. But this one looks insane, and this again is going to take everything the PS5 has got with the sort of the level hopping that they've demonstrated. It looks really, really good, so it's definitely one to watch. And if you've got a PS5, it's an exclusive, you may as well pick it up. Right, next up on the list is Riders Republic. Now, I was really disappointed because this was meant to come out this month, 25th of February. Today is the 5th of February. And it just got delayed. Well, it got announced that it got delayed in January, so I was a little bit disappointed with that. But hopefully not delayed too far because I'm a big fan of Steep. Like, I love that game. It's so good. I'm a big fan of all those sort of games. And this looks like it's just taking it to a whole nother level. So this is going to be on the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series, the PC, etc. And yeah, made by Ubisoft, and it looks really, really good. It looks like a great fun party game, get everyone involved. And what the developers are saying is join more than 50 players simultaneously live on screen and witness others' biggest wins and worst fails in a living, breathing world. Gather in vibrant social hubs and meet with a wild community of fellow riders. Right on! Now this literally has everything. It's got snowboarding, it's got skiing, it's got mountain biking, it's got paragliding, it's got wingsuiting, and like literally it looks like you can just all do it all at once. And if like Steep was good, but you felt quite isolated even when there's other people playing. But this looks like it's gonna be like full on like people everywhere style, and it looks really, really good. And I just cannot wait for this. So hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. I'll be getting it on the PS5. I want to get that full power of the PS5 behind this. And anyone who wants to join me online, right on. Okay, and last on the list. Now these haven't really been in any particular order, but when I saw this got announced on Kickstarter a couple of years back, and they hit the goal, and yeah, it looks outstanding. But this has got very much a Strider sort of aesthetic and style, and it just looks outstanding, and it's going to be a game right on my street. So it's called Bushido. Now this is an action-adventure indie title made by Pixel Arc Studios, and it's slated for 2021. Now when I look on Steam, I got it in the wishlist, it does say coming soon. So it's on Steam and it's on Humble Bundle. I don't think it's been announced for consoles yet, but chances are it will find its way across. And what the developers are saying is Bushido is a Metroidvania influenced action platformer set in a futuristic world where your greatest foes have been revived from the dead and is seeking revenge. The game combines melee combat with exploration elements spanning 8 separate non-linear levels, and it's coming in 2021. Now, look at the gameplay, it just looks awesome. This is, so far, like, this deserves to be in the top 6. Like I said, it was going to be a top 5, but I just couldn't leave this one off, and I want people to know about this game because it looks awesome. There we have it. That's my first time doing any sort of video like this, so be kind to me in the comments, like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like any more sort of top 5, top 6s, top 10s, you know, whatever it is you're into. And let me know if there's any games in this list you didn't know about that you're excited that are coming out. And just, yeah, let's just keep on gaming, stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you online.